Hey, what's up guys, Shiny here, come back with a brand new video. For you guys, today we're going to be going over 4 pretty profitable trade ups, and at the end I've got a bonus trade up. The 4th trade up is going to be a bonus one. It's going to be 0 risk trade up. However, it's going to be a little harder to get. That's why I didn't include it in one of my no risk trade up videos. It's kind of just a bonus thrown on at the end of this one. But if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, and a large majority of you guys aren't, it definitely helps me out. Discord's going to be the top link in the description, and let's hop on into it. First up here, we're going to be heading on over to the Phoenix collection. Now for this one, we're going to be going with 9 minimal wear skins. Now the float for this one is a bit restrictive at 0.09. However, you can do this one of 2 ways. If you want to skimp out on a little bit of the profit, you can go with 10 minimal wear skins. And for that, you just have to have a float of 0.99 or below. But for this one, we're going to go with 9 minimal wear skins and 1 field tested skin of 0.18 or below. Otherwise, coming down to our outcomes here, there's a pretty good chance we're going to be making away with some profit today. We're going to be looking at roughly $1.30 on the SG553 Pulse, about $1-ish on the USP Guardian. We're going to make about 5 cents on the Heat, and we're going to end up losing about 90 cents on the FAMAS. But there is a pretty good chance we'll be walking away with something decent here, and this one is very profitable, and it's super easy to do as long as you throw up a buy order for 21 cents on the minimal wear skins. Alright, here we are hopping on into this one. Obviously would like to see that SG there, but I'm not really too worried about this one. As long as we don't see the FAMAS, honestly, I'll be fine with it. I would love to see the USP as well, but, you know, just not the FAMAS. Let's see it. Nice, we're gonna hit that USP. That's a roughly $1 in our pocket, maybe slightly less, but I'm definitely happy with that. And honestly, it's one of the better looking USPs in my opinion. But hopping on into the next one. Next up here then, we're going to be coming on over to the Vanguard collection. Now this one is more of just going to take time, not necessarily using a buy order, but you can just come back every couple days and try and find some skins that are in the float range at 30 cents. You're mainly going to be looking at the UMP Illusion here. This is pretty much the only one in our price range here, but we're going to be looking for a float of 0.0874 or below, and that's going to make sure that our outcomes are in factory new, or at least 3 of them are. The main one is the M4A4 Griffin. This is the one that's really going to be all of our profit, coming in at almost $4. Otherwise, if we get the M4A1S Basilisk, that one is also going to be just over a quarter. But if we get the Glock 18 Grinder or the Sawed Off Highwayman, both of those are going to be a loss of $1.50 and $2 respectively. For this one though, I definitely would suggest just making sure you don't overpay, because there is a slight profit margin here, but you're really only looking at about 11 cents return on average every time. So you got to make sure you're not overpaying too much, or else your profit's pretty much gone. But as long as we can hit that M4A4, we'll be in good shape. And let's hop on into this one. Here we are hopping on into this one here. I'm really hoping we can hit that M4A4, because there's just not much profit on this one. And we're not going to be sitting in a good situation overall if we do not pull out that M4 in one way or another. We got to hit an M4 here. Let's see it. I will take it. M4A1 Basilisk here. That's going to be just like 30-ish cents of profit. Nothing extraordinary, but definitely something I will take. Next up here, we're going to be coming on over to the Gamma collection. This one we're going to get ourselves 2 shots at it, because it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to get these floats. I thought they were going to be pretty restrictive, but with my buy order, it didn't take too long. What we're going to be looking for here is we've got 2 field tested skins, and these ones we need a buy, or a float rather, of 0.175 or below. And I did this with a buy order for 7 cents on the P250 Ironclad. But otherwise, we're going to be looking at 8 minimal wear skins of 0.0875 or below. And this one, you got to make sure you're not overpaying with a buy order here. This one is very crucial because our profit margin is only 14 cents. So if you're overpaying a cent on each of them, that's a significant amount of your profit gone. And this one, coming down to our outcomes here, we're in a really good position. We've got a 4/5 chance of making out with some pretty decent profit here. First up, we got the Op Phobos. That's going to be our best outcome and probably one of the best looking outcomes. Coming in at about 40 cents profit. We got the P90 Chopper coming in at 35 cents profit. We got the AUG Aristocrat coming in at about 20 cents profit. And then we even got the R8 Reboot coming in at just a couple cents profit. All four of those outcomes I'd definitely be happy with. The only thing we're not going to be happy with is the Sawed Off Limelight. That one's going to be about a 30-cent loss. But we got a pretty good chance, so let's hop on into this one. Alright, here we are with attempt number 1 for this one. As long as we don't go ahead and hit that sawed off, we should be in good shape here. As long as we don't hit the sawed off for either of them, I will be extremely happy here. I would like to see that P90 Chopper because I think it's one of the better looking P90s, but let's see first time. Hey, we're going to hit the op. That's really good. I am pretty impressed with that. It's factory new. It looks really good, and I'll meet you guys at attempt number 2. All right, here we are with attempt number 2. Hopefully, as long as we avoid the sawed off here, honestly, we'll be in really good shape, and that's really all I want to see at this point. It's just no sawed off. I'll be happy. We'll all be happy, and we'll be walking away with some pretty decent profit here. Let's see it. Hey, R8 Revolver Reboot. Honestly, it's a little bit better looking than I thought it would be. Looks pretty decent, and you know, it's a couple cents profit, and at this point I'll be happy not to see that sawed off. Alright, we are back with the final bonus no risk trade up for today. Now this one has a lot of potential to be pretty good. I tell you, there's up to almost a $5 profit to be made, and there's absolutely zero risk if you're able to get them in the correct guidelines. However, I will warn you, this one's a little hard to do, but it's not terrible. First up here, you're going to need to get 2 of these minimal wear skins, and you're going to want to pay maybe $1.60 max. You're going to want to get a float of 0.095 or below. Now, the main reason this one I put it in this video is because all of these, you're really going to want to find sniping on the market. You're really going to have to snipe these off the market. You're not going to be able to use a buy order because if you're going to resell the skins that don't fit your guidelines, you're going to end up losing some money. So you're really going to have to focus on sniping these ones off the market. And then the remaining 8 skins, the float is not that bad. You're going to want a 0.21 or below, and this one you really don't want to pay more than 84-85 cents, but you can go a little bit higher if you need to. The total average profit on this one is $1.80, so there's a lot of profit to be made with this one, so you can go a little bit higher. However, it won't be no risk if you're going more than 2 cents more on any of these skins, because you're going to end up losing a little bit of money on the MP5 then. But overall, this one's a really profitable trade up, and if you're able to get it everything in the right parameters, you're going to be looking at some really good outcomes here. $4.50 for the Deagle, about 20 cents for the MP5, and about 80 cents for the UMP. So it's all going to be riding on getting that Deagle in minimal wear. But let's hop on into this one. I'm super excited for it. Here we are for this one. This one is very, very stressful for me. We have I put a lot of time into getting these skins, and we really need to get some pretty good payoff here. We really need to hit that Deagle, and it's not going to be looking good, I'll be honest, if we don't hit the Deagle. It's going to be a pretty big waste of time, but let's see it. Hey, that's awesome. That is a great outcome, a great finish for today. We're going to be hitting that Deagle Mecha Industries. Awesome. I'm so glad we were able to hit that. That's amazing. And that's really where we're going to end today off. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. We made some pretty decent amount of profit today. So as always, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.